Test. Check 1, 2. This is a test for the live stream. Test 1, 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Testing. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check.
are they saying over there? How we looking? Have them on the walkie? Yeah. I don't hear anything either. I hear 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Westbury High School graduation class of 2021. At this time, may I please ask you to please stand for the presentation of the colors by our Navy Junior ROTC Color Guard, the Pledge of Allegiance, and for the Star-Spangled Banner that will be performed by Miriam Perez. Please remain standing until our color guard leaves the field. Thank you. I pledge allegiance
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Miriam, and our NJROTC. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And welcome to the 100th Westbury High School graduation. I would like to warmly welcome our parents and extended families to this once-in-a-lifetime event, where these seniors are soon to be known as alumni of the Westbury High School. I would like to introduce our honored guest, our Board of Education, Mr. Robert Triano Jr., President of the Board of Education. Mr. Floyd T. Ewing III, Vice President of the Board of Education. Ms. Robin L. Bowling, Trustee. Mr. Rodney A. Keynes, Trustee. Dr. Pless M. Dickerson, Trustee. Mr. Pedro A. Quintanilla, Trustee. And Ms. Michelle A. Wilson, Trustee. From Central Administration, Dr. Roger Bloom, Interim Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Lynn Taylor, Assistant Superintendent of Finance and Operations. Our directors, Dora Cassis, Director of Athletics, Physical Education, and Health Education. Mr. Guy Foreman, Director of School Facilities. Mr. Jorge Santiago Jr., Director of Special Education. Dr. Thomas D. Nicola, Director of Instructional Technology, Communication, and Information Service. And Ms. Deidre Faulkner, our Director of Guidance. Ms. Faulkner is currently at her daughter's graduation. Congratulations, Ms. Faulkner. I would also like to thank esteemed guest, Senator Anna Kaplan. Assemblyman Charles Levine. Councilwoman Viviana Russell. Our high school administration team, Mr. Reginald Warren, Assistant Principal. Dr. Sharice Pemberton, Assistant Principal. Dr. Paul Pellick, Assistant Principal. Ms. Tracy Province, Dean of Students. Mr. Larry Miner, Dean of Students. And Mr. Jason Bryant, Attendance Facilitator. Our Westbury High School Department Chairpeople, Dr. Nicolette James, Chairperson of English. Mr. Jesse Warnsoff, Chairperson of Social Studies. Ms. Patty Muller, District-wide Chairperson of STEAM, currently supervising the Earth Science Regions. Ms. Maria Vacher, Chairperson of World Languages. Mr. Seth Brechtel, Chairperson of ENL. Dr. Elizabeth Alexis, Chairperson of Special Education. Ms. Marcia Creighton, District-wide Chairperson of Art. And Mr. Brad Johnson, District-wide Chairperson of Music. Our school counselors, Mr. Drew Harrison, Miss Sandra Auguste, Miss Abby Archdeacon, Miss Rachel Castillo, and Mr. Kyle Bolar. Our class of 2021 advisors, Miss Ashley Hinton and Miss Linda Grisafi. Our senior class officers, please stand when I call your name. Our president, Christine Boyer. Our vice president, Lindsay Cruz Rosales. Our treasurer, Nia Payne. And our secretary, Anali Sorez. And of course, the faculty and staff of Westbury High School. If you're here, please stand for all the hard work you do each and every day. I would also like to thank the class of 1967 for the generous gift of the graduation rally towels, ladies and gentlemen. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank the high school clerical, custodial, and administration team. An event like this is truly hard to get sought out in this fashion, and for all the behind-the-scenes work to make today a very special day. Thank you so much. Our guest, the preservation of the dignity of today's ceremony is at the utmost importance. Today, we are honoring our class of 2021. We ask that you turn your cell phone and communicative devices to vibrate as we celebrate our graduates' achievements. You are welcome to take pictures, of course. We just ask that you keep the aisles clear and do not block the vision of other guests, so all our students can be recognized with the respect they've earned and deserve. Thank you so much. And a few words by eye. The thankful person who stands before you as these beautiful children's principal, David Zimbler. Dear Westbury community, when you hear the expression, it takes a village, it truly does. I am so proud to announce that the class of 2021 had a 92% graduation rate. Truly, job well done. Class of 2021, this is a celebration in your honor. We are all so proud of you and sharing the happiness of your accomplishment. As your principal, you are a very special class to me. I've known most of you for 7 years. As you entered Westbury Middle School in 6th grade, I rang this bell as you came off the buses and crossed the street for the first time and entered the middle school. I was at most of your 5th grade moving up ceremony. Your middle school principal and your high school principal. I'm a lucky man to have served you. Thank you. Not only is this ceremony a heartwarming event, it is also the living testament of the strong instruction and social education our students receive at the Westbury High School. I would like to thank our parents and extended families because they are an integral part of what we do each and every day and the support of your children at our school. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our families. Thank you. Again, I would like to thank all the staff members at Westbury High School for the effort they put forth each and every day, especially during the pandemic period we have just gone through. Thank you for who you are. I am proud to state, as your principal, you have successfully met the criteria for this graduation ceremony by successfully meeting all New York State education requirements. Ladies and gentlemen of the graduation class, you are truly our future. In the time I have known you, you have shown to me that you are truly a group of achievers. Your perseverance during this pandemic period that we have all lived through truly says a lot about each and every one of you. A quote I think will serve you well during the next stage of your life is, "Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you thought you couldn't." Don't let anything or anyone get in any of your ways. Full steam ahead, ladies and gentlemen. We who have gone before you are counting on your caring and attention to the quality of life we lead in the years to come. Be leaders of truth and justice. Have grit. Be focused. And remember that respect is earned. You have begun your training and will be building upon your knowledge. It is truly my honor to have known you and your families. And now I ask you, my children, my young adults, to accept the challenge of your role in this world. Remember, if you talk the talk, you, each and every day of your life. Congratulations and good luck to all of you. Remember, we are all here for you. I have faith in each and every one of you. And I'll leave you with this. Make it a good day, a good life. The choice is always. Please make those good choices. Please, for your sake, we're all counting on you. At this time, I'd like to please ask Senator Anna Kaplan to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. Go Dragons! I stand here before you very proud to be your New York State Senator. And I'm so honored to be here today to offer my congratulations to the entire Westbury High School class of 2021. We've all lived through an impossible year, but each and every one of you has stepped up, worked hard, and despite everything that stood in your way, you've triumphed and reached this important milestone. For that, you should all be very proud. As you leave here today, remember that you're taking the first step on the next stage of your life's journey. And as you do so, I want you all to remember, aim high and dream big. We're all blessed to live in this great nation where each of us can make our dreams come true if we work hard enough. I have no doubt in my mind that each and every one of you will go on to do great things and that you all will make us very proud. I would like to take a moment now and recognize and honor all of the Westbury parents who have been partners in each of your education over the last year of pandemic. I would also like to recognize and honor all of your teachers, your superintendents, your board members, and the entire Westbury school family for giving you the best education under the most difficult circumstances this past year, and for everything that they do to give our next generation the best opportunity for a brighter future. And I hope that I can be part of that and work very hard with each and every one of them to make sure every child has the best education and the best foundation from Westbury School. Thank you again, congratulations, and the best of luck to all of you.
Thank you for all your support, Senator Kaplan. Now I'd like to welcome Assemblyman Charles Levine.
Thank you, Principal Zimbler. I just want to preface this by saying that it's always dangerous to allow a politician to be anywhere near a microphone, but Dr. Bloom has made me promise, because it's very hot out here today, that I cannot speak for more than 30 or 40 minutes. So, and I'm going to live up to that. Sincere thanks to this entire Westbury educational community. Senator Kaplan and I are honored to represent you in Albany, and we are also honored to be able to finally provide the funding that this incredibly important district not only needs, but deserves. I'm going to simply say this to the Board of Education, to the administration, to the teachers, and I have the good fortune to have been married to a retired teacher for many, many years. That way, all the teachers will know I'm used to being told things 6 or 7 times to make a difference. Public education is what this is all about. And Principal Zimbler mentioned at least 2 words that are so important: truth and justice. That's what education is all about. To the graduates here today, you have had the benefit of having some of the best teachers in one of the great school districts in this part of the country. I know that you will benefit today, tomorrow, and in the days to come from that education. But for each of the students here today, and for everyone I'm able to speak with, let us dedicate ourselves to supporting public education in the United States, because that's where we find truth, and that's where we find justice. And these are not the easiest days for public education on Long Island and elsewhere. So I'm going to urge each of the students, please always support public education. Stand up for what's right. Stand up for truth and justice. And I really appreciate the invitation to share my thoughts with you today. To each and every one here, sincere thanks and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. And go Dragons!
Thank you, Assemblyman Levine. Words now from Councilwoman Viviana Russell.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to the parents, the administration, and staff of the Westbury High School. But today is about our graduates. So if I could ask you to please excuse my back as I speak to our graduates this morning. Congratulations to you all. You have done an amazing job in the most difficult of times that you probably will ever see in your lifetime. What you have experienced in the last year and have been able to persevere and make it to this day is worthy of a round of applause from everyone here. So I just asked 3 things from you today as you graduate and move forward on to the next phase of your life: to seek, to find, and to follow. Seek out the things that mean the most to you. Find those things that you are passionate about and follow them as you continue on this journey of life. and you will be successful. Do not be afraid to fail, because it is in your failures that you learn from your mistakes and you learn to be better, and you will persevere and continue to do well. We are so very proud of you. So on behalf of myself, my entire family, your former classmate, Malachi Russell, and your friend, congratulations to you all, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you, Councilwoman. We are very fortunate to have the politicians we do who fight the good fight for us. Thank you. Truly, thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome our Board of Education President and Westbury High School alum from the class of 1971, Mr. Robert Triano, Jr.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. That's what I expect from Westbury. So, Mr. Zimbler went through and gave thanks to nearly everybody. I want to thank you for that. But a couple of people you forgot about. Our wonderful band who played Pomp and Circumstance as we came in. Thank you, Mr. Rubenstein. We appreciate it. And to Miriam Perez, I just want to thank you for that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. That is a really difficult song to sing. You had to sing it twice in one day, so thank you for doing that beautifully for us. I also want to extend my thanks to Senator Kaplan and to Assemblyman Levine, and Mr. Zimbler already thanked them, but I just want to, Assemblyman Levine said he appreciated the invitation. I want all of you to know that because of Senator Kaplan, who's known in Albany as Senator Westbury for how she represents us, and Assemblyman Levine are responsible for the Westbury School District getting an additional $29 million in funding this year. So that's definitely worth an invitation. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Chuck, for being such great friends of the family, of the Westbury family. Now, I've got some good news for you. Because it was so hot in the morning ceremony, I tore up my speech. So I'm not going to give you a speech, okay? My colleagues on the Westbury Board of Education are going to fill these students with wisdom eloquently. I was really, really impressed by what they had to impart. And I look forward to hearing it again because I'm going to take notes this time. They really were very wise. In 2001, I got to stand at this podium and see my daughter graduate. And she gave me 3 pieces of advice which I'm going to follow. She said, "Dad, please, be quick, be brief, and be seated." So I'm about to do that. But I'm just going to ask our graduates. I know today is all about you. But the last 18 years has been all about your parents, your grandparents, your friends, and other family members, what they did for you. So if you would just take a moment and just forget about yourselves and put your focus on your family, friends, and parents, and stand up and give them a big round of applause and a standing ovation. Please stand for your parents. I don't know. The morning class was much better. Can you do that? All right. Thank you. And as I said, I was quick, brief, and I'm now going to be seated. Thank you.
Two students traditionally speak at a high school graduation. They are the 2 highest-ranking students in the graduation class. Our salutatorian this school year is Belkis Shafiq Ventura. Belkis enjoys partaking in volunteering efforts and has used her resources as a Westbury National Honor Society president to start a tutoring program in the Westbury Public Library and a high school student elementary school aid program. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she joined a newly founded charity organization that focuses on helping those who face food insecurity in the conditions of today's world. She works to keep communication between the organization and the Hispanic community it aids. She spent her previous summers working on her research project for the STEP College Research Program. Most recently, she is volunteering at Nassau University Medical Center Belkis was also the winner of the Nassau County Council of School Superintendents Keynote Speaker Essay Contest. Her favorite part of all her volunteering experiences is learning what it means to help others and tailoring her abilities to best fit who she aids in preparation for her future career in healthcare. A quote that guides her current thought is the infamous "whatever means necessary" from Malcolm X. She believes that now more than ever, those in lesser positions should be the ones to lead the charge in bringing about the change that will enrich and empower them. Belkis will attend Sophie Davis School Biomedical Education at CUNY School of Medicine in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, our salutatorian and class of 2000 speaker, Ms. Belkis Shafiq Ventura.
Good morning, my fellow classmates, members of the Board of Education, administration, parents, teachers, and staff. I am extremely honored to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2021. We've truly been the class to go through the most, being the first in the annex, our high school away from the high school, or as some like to call it, middle school 2.0, and being the first seniors to take full days of class from home. Realizing that due to these circumstances, some of us have only actually been in the high school building for around a year and 3/4 seems impossible. Because to me, it feels as though we have spent majority of our lives here, for better or for worse. I take immense pride in being a part of Westbury High School today. Many of you take for granted that you have gone through the school system together for most of your lives. However, that is not the same for me. I joined the Westbury family in 9th grade. Coming to school in 9th grade, I was relieved that we would have only 9th graders in the building, because it would give me the chance to get to know you all better, which I'm sure we all experienced. I was a bit out of the culture, not having watched 13 Reasons Why the year before in 8th grade, and not planning to. I also vividly remember hearing a group of my classmates from Spanish 1 talking about various pop figures, and going up to them and asking, "Who in the world is Cardi B?" But Westbury has really been home to me in the sense that, despite not exactly being caught up, I was always welcomed by everyone I've met. I still remember the days of having to get on the bus to Mitchell Field in the freezing cold and longing for the day we would be in the high school building. We did eventually make it to the high school. Many of us have been thinking of college the very same way. And now, just as before, the time that felt like eternity has passed in what feels like the blink of an eye. We all have happy memories to look back on now. I, for one, was waiting for the moment I would get to risk my voice with you all and yell, "Seniors!" with you guys, once we finally won the competitions at homecoming. One of the most beautiful things about our class is the support we show each other. I have rarely gone without chapstick or gum or a hair tie when I've needed one. And more than that, there has always been someone willing to offer me their shoulder or lend me their ear when I've needed it. We are a school of open, understanding, and kind people. and I ask of you all to continue spreading kindness in your lives so that it may return to you. Our academic and mental growth has been substantial. And since it's our graduation day, I think we deserve to recognize that we have all worked very hard and acknowledge that this is only the beginning of our hard work. Although our experience here has come to an end, the growth we have undergone and the lessons we have learned will remain with us for our lifetimes. Thank you to all the teachers and counselors who have helped me throughout my journey. Because I plan to pursue a career in medicine, I want to shout out my science teachers through these 4 years, Mr. Gonzalez, Ms. Canales, Mrs. Ottaviano, Ms. Muller, and my honorary science teacher, Mr. Catapano, who has always been welcoming and nurturing of any student's thoughts in any kind of science. Although we did not start our schooling together, I am more than lucky to reach its completion with you all today. To the class of 2021, congratulations and good luck. Thank you, thank you.
Our valedictorian this school year is Lindsay Cruz Rosales. Lindsay Cruz Rosales is a dedicated individual who has consistently remained committed to both her academic and extracurricular activities. She believes that all of the diverse and rigorous classes she has taken at Westbury High School has helped contribute to her success. As a valedictorian of the class of 2021, she takes pride in her accomplishments, one of which is her completion of 8 advanced placement classes and being named the Advanced Placement Scholar with honors. At Westbury High School, she has led multiple clubs, serving as co-captain for the first robotics team, vice president of her class, and Tri-M Honor Society. She has also participated in the varsity swim team since freshman year. In addition to being part of both the French and National Honor Societies, she is dedicated to performing community service outside of the school. Lindsay has helped organize and participate in a student-run art auction and raise approximately $400 for charity, Art in Action. Lindsay was also selected as a Gates Scholar and member of the Gates Scholarship class. Let me explain what that is. Lindsay applied for a Bill and Melinda Gates Scholarship. 34,900 students across our nation applied for that scholarship. Only 300 students in the whole nation received that. And one of them is Westbury own Lindsay Cruz Rosales, our valedictorian, Lindsay Cruz Rosales.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. I would first like to start my speech by thanking the members of the Board of Education, our interim superintendent, Dr. Bloom, our principal, Mr. Zimbler, and the rest of the Westbury administrators, faculty, and staff for making today possible. In all honesty, our class is probably the most unique and special class in Westbury High School history. As Balkis mentioned, we started high school without actually being in the high school, but instead at the annex, which was completely unprecedented. Our junior year was cut short by the COVID-19 pandemic, and our senior year was very different from prior years for obvious reasons. In addition, we are the 100th graduating class of Westbury High School. And if you really think about it, we only had 2 fully normal years of high school. However, as a class, we still made the best of these past 4 years, and against all odds, we made it, and we are here now. And for that, let's give ourselves a round of applause. As we prepare to go on different paths, I would like to offer advice based on my own experiences. The first thing I would like to say is to put yourself first. As the young adults that we are now, we still have much to learn about ourselves. Almost everyone has worried about the opinions of others at one point in their lives. Whether it was pushing ourselves to achieve expectations set upon us, changing our personalities and appearances to fit certain standards, or any other time we prioritize the values and opinions of other people above our own. We have all been there. However, as difficult as it may seem, prioritizing ourselves, our mental health, and our happiness is the best thing we can do. Self-love and self-compassion is the foundation for a good life. Once we learn to love ourselves, be kind to ourselves, and believe in ourselves, it becomes easier to do the same with others and for others to do the same with us. I'm sure we remember the constant lessons on growth mindset during high school, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Our minds are powerful, and if we use them to our advantage, we'll see so much growth and abundance in our lives. The second piece of advice I would like to give is surround yourself with a good support system. When people think about success, they usually think about work, how hard they work, how many hours they put in, or the sacrifices they've made. Now, this is definitely an important aspect to success, but what people often overlook is support. Everyone needs support to be successful, even big businesses. That's what investors are for. Now, support doesn't have to be monetary, obviously. On a personal level, our friends, family, colleagues, etc., make a big impact in our lives. Surrounding ourselves with people who support us and value us, people who never doubt us, even when we doubt ourselves, can take us farther than just working hard. With proper love and support, our dreams and aspirations manifest themselves faster than we could imagine. Throughout my life, and especially in school, I've had amazing supporters. My mom supported me in many ways, which included making serious sacrifices for me. Earlier, I mentioned prioritizing ourselves, and it is something I take seriously. Everything I do is for my own happiness, my own goals, and my own success. However, I can proudly say that at the same time, I also do this for my mom. Sorry. She doesn't pressure me, she doesn't criticize me, she is only ever happy for me. Therefore, I hope to return her love and support in my own way, and I'm glad I have this opportunity to publicly announce that I love my mom. She is the strongest person I know, and I mean it when I say I would not be here if it weren't for her. Thank you, Mom. My friends were also a big part of my success. They never failed to uplift me when I felt insecure and always expressed their love, admiration, and support for me. Whether it was congratulating one another for our accomplishments, sharing work, or simply having fun together. My friends have always been generous, and I wouldn't have enjoyed school as much as I have without them. Even my teachers wouldn't shy away from voicing their support and encouraging me. We, as Westbury students, are lucky. I don't think we could find teachers like ours anywhere else, and they really have set the bar for educators. So thank you to all the teachers I've had throughout my time in the Westbury School District. Without these people in my life, without their love and support, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish half of what I have, and I wouldn't be as happy as I am currently. Lastly, I want you all to be grateful. Think about why you are here, what you have accomplished, and how you have accomplished it. Take a moment to thank those who have helped you along your journey, whether it be friends, our teachers and staff, or family. Life can get difficult, and hardships sometimes overshadow the good times that we have. But at the end of every day, even our worst ones, there are things to be grateful for. Even the tiniest details, such as a nice conversation or a good meal, are things to be grateful for. When we practice gratitude, our quality of life improves, and it's even scientifically proven to make us more positive and impact us physically. As I said earlier, this advice is based on my own experiences. And I promise everyone that I have seen so many positive changes in my life because of it. I believe in my classmates, and I know that you guys will be successful and continue to work hard. And I hope that this advice will help you navigate life a little bit. Congratulations on this awesome accomplishment that we have all achieved, Westbury High School, Class of 2021. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsay plans on majoring in computer science at Columbia University this fall. Our valedictorian and class of 2000 speaker, Miss Lindsay Cruz Rosales. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite our interim superintendent of schools, Dr. Bloom, to the podium.
Good afternoon. This is a very special moment for all of us. I celebrate graduation with all of you as a senior class of which we will carry very fond memories and one we will miss. You have prepared well during your years at Westbury High School and have gained additional tools that will help you meet those challenges. We have attempted to plant those seeds of motivation and persistence that will turn into flowers of success and leadership. We believe that you will do your part to make the world a better place for all of us. I congratulate you, the class of 2021, and encourage you to find your own light and let it shine for all of us. Congratulations and good luck. I have been given the honor of starting the next portion of the program, which are our commencement remarks from the decades. And we are proud to have a graduate from the class of 1958 who's going to join us on the podium. Let's give a big round of applause to class of 1958, Miss Carol Nidell Ball. Let's give her a big round of applause.
It's an honor to be able to speak here for the 100th graduation. I moved to Westbury in 1950, and I lived there through the mid-60s. When I went to school, girls were expected to take home economics, but fortunately for me, I had two wonderful math teachers, Mr. Cox and Mr. Marino, who welcomed me into the math class and continued to work with me so I could continue my knowledge in mathematics. When I graduated Westbury High School, I was fortunate enough to receive the math award. From there, I went on to college, and then after graduation, I came back and taught at Westbury High School. At that time, it was the new school. It was just recently built, and I had graduated from the old school. I taught there for a year and then moved on with getting married and having worked in several other areas, towns. We moved to New Jersey. Teaching there was very nice. My students were all great except for one. And I failed one student. He got a 40. And I was told, you can't fail him. He is the son of the assistant superintendent. I said, no, he got a 40 and he failed. He said, then you won't be rehired. I said, fine, goodbye, and I left. From there, I went to Mississippi. In the 70s, anybody from this area down in the Mississippis faced discrimination. Can you imagine moving from New York to Starkville, Mississippi, and facing discrimination? Well, I managed to get through it. I managed to earn my master's degree in math. I had some wonderful students there. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. I had one boy who failed this required math course in college 2 times. And he told me, and I said, well, don't worry, you'll do fine this time. And This is a math course that all arts and science majors have to take. So there are about 5 or 6 of them given each semester by different teachers. And then at the end of the semester, where they're given an exam, everyone has the same exam to take. My boy, I'm proud to say, scored 38 out of 40 points, the highest. And they wanted to know, what did you do? I said, I just worked with him in understanding math, not teaching over his head like so many of you, but understanding. And you can see, when you look at a student's face, you can see whether they understand and when they should go on. The funniest thing that I had when I was teaching at Mississippi State, I had some students who were studying to be elementary school teachers, and I defined a fraction. And I said, a fraction is every number between 0 and 1. And all of a sudden, when my student says, I finally understand what a fraction is. And I could not believe it. Here's a 20-year-old going to teach elementary school, and she didn't know what a fraction was. So I did make a little dent with her there. After that, when I moved back to Vermont in 1990, couldn't get a job teaching. Nobody would hire me because I had too many years' experience. They could get 2 teachers for the price of me. So I went into real estate and did that for another 18 years or so, and finally retired. Now my life, I enjoy life, travel around the United States. You see, I have my dog Cody here. He's a therapy dog, and he works with children, and he goes to visit patients in the hospitals. I have 2 therapy dogs and 2 horses that I take around the country, and I enjoy life. Thank you so much for having me, and it was a great day. Thank you. Come on, Cody. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a brief announcement. One of our staff members lost their wallet, and they believe it was down in that area. If anyone finds that wallet, please return to any staff member of the high school. It would be greatly appreciated. Again, they believe it happened in that area. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Carol Nadell Ball. As this is our 100th graduation ceremony, we have included special guests to our ceremony today to commemorate the history of Westbury High School. Next, I'd like to invite from the class of 1966, Miss Sarah Hargrove.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to congratulate the class of the Westbury High School graduating class of 2021. And I'm so proud to be here. It's an honor to be here on the memonious celebration of your 100th graduation class. You can all be proud of yourselves. I'm so proud of you also, so proud of your parents. All of you worked so hard, and you endured so much during the COVID-19 virus, and here you are. You have accomplished your goal of graduating from high school, and that's a big accomplishment. I think that going through all that you had gone through have made you stronger. I graduated in 1966, and when we graduated, there were 2 diplomas. Many of us were not encouraged to go to college at that time, and especially women and those of us of color, and we were not counsel to go to college. So I was one of them. I took the secretarial course, and I got a general diploma. And those that were encouraged to go to college got the academic diploma. So because of that, I worked as a secretary, went part-time to college, matriculated in, and I got my associate's degree in 1971. Raised the family, went back, got my bachelor's degree in 1983, and then finally worked all these years, and I still was not satisfied, so I went back and I got my master's of nursing education in 2010. I was the oldest student in the nursing class at that time, and I just wanted to accomplish that. So it shows that you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. You just have to keep fighting for it, press on, and not get disappointed and stop. Also, there's 9 of us who came through the Westbury High School, graduated from the high school of Westbury. Also, my 2 children, and I have nieces and nephews that graduated from here. But we're all dragons. All proud to be dragons. Some of you may know my mother, Leona Ebron, who worked at Park Avenue as a teacher's assistant. And many of you know my brother, Paul Ebron, who was a social worker here at Westbury High School. So graduating from high school is just your first step. You have a long way to go. As I said, don't stop. Keep going. If you have to take a few years off, go back. That you can achieve your goal, you just have to work hard for it. It's just one step forward toward the rest of your life. So be proud, be inspired, and be your own wonderful self. You can reach your goals in life. Just don't quit. And again, congratulations, and go, the class of 2021. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Hargrove. And God rest your soul, Paul Lebron. I know you're looking down upon us this ceremony. To honor the class of 1986 and Board of Education trustee, Ms. Robin Bowling.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. Super proud of you guys. It's hot. I know y'all hot, so I ain't even going to talk long. But I just want to point out that this press box back here, the Damon Dave Mock press box, that was my high school president. And it gives me great pleasure to stand here and let you know that. It also gives me full circle. I come full circle today standing here because I graduated this very same place, and my principal was Dr. Pless Dickerson. So I've come full circle through this Westbury community, and I want to let you guys know that Westbury love is real love. You guys already know it. You felt it. You show it every day to each other. So always remember, you're never alone. And you represent Westbury. You represent Westbury, this green and gold. You represent it proudly wherever you go. And people say, where you from? I'm from Westbury. I got a whole posse back at home. So y'all know we got you, okay? Be proud today. Smile. It's a happy time. I know you hot, but it's happy time. Because it's about y'all. Parents, I love y'all because y'all did it. Y'all did it. Y'all got them here. So all praises to God and to you for having the faith that your kids can do it and having the faith to give them here to us in Westbury. I thank you all.
Class of 1987 and Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Floyd Ewing.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I just want to follow Trustee Bolin. She's older than me. She graduated 35 years ago. I graduated 34 years ago from Westbury High School. I love this place. I remember nothing of my graduation, but what we did afterwards graduation, my parents hugged me, kissed me, and we went to get something to eat. So I know all of y'all trying to do that today. I'm going to make sure I'm short and brief. One thing I want to do, let you remember, is the other thing I learned from high school was in English, Hamlet, to thy own self be true. What does that mean? That means take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. Whenever problems come along, just remember who you are, where you come from. These people up here created the foundation for you to stand strong. So that when anytime you have problems, anytime you have people, haters on you, you have people that just things you make mistakes, remember who you are. You are a Westbury Dragon. You are a Westbury Dragon to the core. You are your family. You are whomever you are who you are. Just be true to yourself and remember that always. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Class of 1988 and Board of Education Trustee, Miss Michelle Wilson.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I think my fellow trustees recognize that Westbury is a special place and a very diverse place. So I just want to say good afternoon, buenas tardes, and bon après-midi, students, parents, and families. I was in the class of 1988, sitting where you are, and I'm younger than Robin and Floyd. So I know that you guys are excited. I was excited as well. And you're finishing one chapter and starting another chapter. I just want to leave you with a few messages. You guys have persevered to get here. You've worked hard. I know that the last few years have been difficult, especially with the pandemic. And for some of you, the past several years, you've come here and have experienced challenges, but you've persevered and you've made it to this point, and I just want to recognize your achievement. What I want to leave you with is that you all should really work and know that what's most important in life is your character. And you should really try to do what's right all the time, even in the face of adversity. I know life in the future will have twists and turns, but if you stay true to that, true to yourself, true to being kind, you will be okay in the end. And I just want to also say, in everything that you do, just do it with excellence. Be kind to everyone. Be the best that you can be. And with that, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2021. Felicidades, clase de 2021, and felicitación, clase de 2021. Thank you. Gracias. Merci. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. From the class of 1993 and Board of Education Trustee, Mr. Rodney Keynes.
Good afternoon. And I'm younger than all of them. So, but first to the parents, thank you. Thank you for continuing to push your students to strive to excellence to get them to this day. You know, we applaud you. We're grateful for your support and your sacrifice, and just for making sure that every day they realized how important an education is. And so on today, I just want to thank you and congratulate you. To the class of 2021, I have to say this because my mom was a class of 1966 with Miss Hargrove. And one thing I want to say today is she always used to say to me is, no matter where you go or what you do or what you say, remember that you represent this house. And so every time we left or every time we left home, that's what we remembered. And it governed the decisions that we made, the choices that we made. And she would tell me the same stories that Miss Hargrove told you today about how when she went to school, you know, people that looked like us weren't encouraged to go the route to be able to enter college. And that just touched me today because remember that. Remember that you stand on our shoulders. And remember that there was a time in the history of this school where you may not have been encouraged to go that route like she wasn't or like my mom wasn't. And so remember that when you go out and you leave this place, remember who you represent. You represent Ms. Hargrove. You represent each one of the classes that's represented here. And all the 100 classes that have come through, you represent them. And so you make a name for yourself. And never make any apologies for where you come from. And 3 things that I've learned to kind of live my life by is there's no substitute for hard work. Don't ever take shortcuts. Always stay humble, because staying humble allows you to appreciate the little things in life. And I think probably most important is that do your best. Leave it all on the field, even when no one else is looking. That's all I have for you today, and I hope that you will continue to take these words, meditate on them, ingrain them into who you are, and remember who you represent when you leave. Thank you.
Former high school principal and Board of Education trustee, Dr. Pless Dickerson.
Good afternoon. It certainly is an honor and a pleasure to be here on this beautiful, beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Just a little bit of history. It has been 21 years since there has been a high school graduation on this field. It is beautiful out here today. So consider yourself blessed and lucky that we can say that we have such a beautiful site and home for this occasion. Each one of us, and many of you in this audience in Westbury, stand on a very rich history. You have traditions here. You have caring. You have achievement. So don't ever forget where you come from. And always honor that history. I have to say to you that there are 2 points that I want to leave you with, and I hope you internalize them. The first point is, as you leave here, I truly believe you're going to be successful. And you're going to strive toward that success. But remember, in life, there are always challenges. There are pitfalls. And as Councilwoman Russell said, you may fail. But the thing that you have to remember is failure doesn't define who you are. It's not about the failure. It's about how you get up and move forward toward the goals that you've set for yourself. Don't ever let that slip away from you. Because as I said, life will throw stumbling blocks in your direction. But continue to move forward. And the second thing that I'm going to say is that I'm very, very proud that many of those, there are 4 board members, actually 5 board members, that are alumni of Westbury High School. 4, I had the opportunity of handing them their diplomas. You saw them, from Robin Boland to Floyd Ewing to Rodney Keynes to Michelle Wilson. I was able to stand here at this podium and issue their diplomas. I'm very proud of that fact that I can serve with them. Mr. Triano is an alumni, but he's a little too old for me. I wasn't around when he graduated from high school. But at any rate, I'm very proud to be able to serve with them. And I say to you, don't ever forget where you came from. Once you go out there and you achieve success, reach back. Reach back home in some manner to help those who are here behind you, so they too can stand on your shoulders. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Much success, and God bless.
Thank you. Father of a future graduate and Board of Education trustee, Mr. Pedro Quintanilla.
Thank you, Mr. Simbler. So, unlike every other board member, I'm going to read my remarks because I want to translate them. Voy a leer mis notas porque quiero traducirlas. Buenas tardes, graduados. Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, staff, and everyone that works in our district. Buenas tardes, familias, amigos y todos los que trabajan en este distrito y sirven. Han escuchado muchos elogios sobre los logros, especialmente por seguir y terminar la escuela secundaria. You have heard many accolades for finishing high school. Es posible que tengan sus padres acá, un tío, una tía, un amigo, o tal vez están solos. It's possible that your parents are here, an aunt or uncle, a sibling, or you may be here by yourself. But you're here, you're graduating, and that's what really matters. Es posible que estén solos acá, pero están graduándose, y eso es lo que importa. Pregúntense, ¿a dónde los llevará su diploma de escuela secundaria en la vida? Where will your high school diploma take you in life? What path you want to take in life? And what do you want to accomplish? ¿Qué camino quieren llevar en la vida? ¿Y qué quieren alcanzar? While you're thinking about that, you may have started your life in another country, arrived in Westbury not speaking English, or perhaps you were born right here in Westbury. You see, in life it doesn't matter where you start. What matters is what you decide you want your life to be. Mientras piensan en lo que les pregunté anteriormente, es posible que hayan comenzado su vida en otro país, que hayan llegado a Westbury sin hablar inglés, o que hayan nacido aquí mismo en Westbury. Eso no importa. No importa dónde comenzaron, lo que importa es qué decides hacer con tu vida. Dr. Simbler mentioned that my son would start school in September. I'm very proud of that. My mother died by the high school before I finished high school. So you see, I had my challenges before high school as well, and I graduated, thankfully. El profesor Simbler mencionó que mi hijo va a comenzar la escuela en primer grado en septiembre y estoy muy orgulloso por eso. Pero no muchos saben que mi madre murió en frente de la high school antes que terminara la high school. Y yo terminé la high school. No me detuve. I share this with you because I want you to believe that it doesn't matter where you start in life, as I said before. The lack of support or the challenges you face. What matters is what you decide to do with your life, what dreams you want to pursue. Never, never give up and decide what you want to become. Comparto esto porque quiero que creas que no importa dónde comienzas en la vida, la falta de apoyo o los desafíos que se enfrentan. Lo que importa es que decidas en tu vida los sueños que quieres perseguir, tu voluntad de nunca rendirte y decidir en quién quieres convertirse. Felicidades a los padres, a los amigos o familiares en la clase del 2021. Congratulations to the parents for your support, to friends and families, and to the class of 2021. God bless you. Dios los bendiga.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard enough from us. And now for that special moment, the presentation of diplomas. First row, please stand up. Lindsay Cruz Rosales. Belkis Shafiq Ventura. Risleen Boya. Naya Payne. Annalise Suarez. Miriam Perez. Daichi Gepadi. Riyad Kadir. Come on, kid. Thomas King III. Jarvis Kunifa. Genoa Ludino. Glenda Lanez. Luvena Lalamand. Rose Lalamand. Marvin Lara Velasquez. Christopher Lazo Flores. Felix Lazo. Genesis Lemus. Josiah Levy. Aldo Lira Garcia. Brian Lindor. Eddie? Samantha Lindor. Josue Lopez Alvarez. Montserrat Lopez Gutierrez. Stael Luzama. Olegy Lindor. Emily Maldonado Lopez. Luz Maritiago Velasquez. Eric Mariano Gonzalez. Cindy Martinez. Marilyn Martinez. Angela Martinez Antunez. Brumilda Martinez Mendez. Alicia Mauricio Bonilla. Ryan Mattis. Kirsten McFarlane Wilson. Danny Mead. Evelyn Mejia. Mana Mejia Milla. Catherine Mejia Rivera. Javier Melendez. Joseph Melgar. Yardley Mendez Moreno. Jason Mendoza. Ludin Monroy Canales. Edgar Miranda Alas. Keisha Moise. Shirley Michelle. Edrickson Michael. Jude Manuma. Christopher Morales. Kevin Moran. Leonardo Moran. Jocelyn Barillo. John Nadim. Hamad Nawaz. Jaquan Neal. Gabriel Nunez. Nadeli Nunez. Willems Oliver. Oliver Oliva. Jason Ordonez Rivas. Jason Oriana Reyes. Adolfo Olila Gill. Aaron Orlando. Geraldo Aeneas. Cesar Villa. Catherine Patricio. David Pena. Giovanni Pena. Kevin Perez Hernandez. Brian Perez. Diego Perez Reynosa. Jasmine Perez Sanchez. Sierra Perla. Gardy Pierre. Stacy Pierre Lewis. Angie Ponce. Darcy Palasolano. Marlon Quintero. Jennifer Quiroga. And Tony Ramirez Sanchez. Wilman Ramos Marte. Suradu Ranalakia Bodi Yancias. Isis Rawlings. Luck Renee. Abad Raimundo. Angelica Reyes. Kevin Reyes. Catherine Reyes Silva. Brian Richards. Brianna Riley. Andrea Rios Ramos. Daniel Rivas. Jefferson Rivera Galindo. Deshaun Robinson Skeen. Jonathan Robles Guevara. Jamie Rodriguez. Malachi Rodriguez. Janelle Rogers. Eric Romero. Mark Romero. Owen Romero. Ronald Romero. Kayla Romero Mahano. Christian Romulus. Gabriela Ramos. Angela Roque Ramirez. Nicholas Rose. Ana Samaya. Julian Saavedra Diaz. Ana Salas Jimenez. America Salgado Mendoza. Kimberly Salgado Meza. Christian Samaran. Raul Sanchez Aguilar. Yesley Sandoval. Ashley Santamaria. Yeslin Santos. Pearl Shore. Ociel Santiago Munoz. Michelle Sierra. Mickelson Simon. All right, here we go, showtime. Ken Smith. Tolup Sodia. Giselle Solano Sebastian. Cynthia Soto. Oscar Soto. Wilson Soto. Stephanie Sosa. Elijah Souffrant. Suteris Cruz. Caption Strong. Cindy Swazo Cianu. Wyatt Sylvain. Joshua Taylor Castro. Angie Tejeda Moreno. Franz Tinu. Divine Torres. Tony Torres. Ashton to St. Claude. Hector Triguigos Chinchilla. Crystal Tercios. Diego Tercios Acosta. Katie Tercios. Steven Tercios Garcia. Giselle Urias Sanchez. Katia Vasquez. Madeline Velasquez. Jetson Velasquez.
Hey, Marjorie.
Marjorie Velasquez Lindor. Daniela Velasquez Sandoval. Argenis Ventura. Jocelyn Ventura. Lady Ventura. Jennifer Villatoro Reyes. Jennifer Villano Cortez. Devin Velasquez Villatoro. Carlos Ventura. Halton Wagner. Kayvon Watson. Jalen Whittaker. Down now, two. You ready? Orville Winter. Kevin Yanis. Blanca Reyes. Berthany Sully. You know I love you. I love you. Will the senior class please rise? Class of 2001, our high school's 100th graduating class. At this time, will you please put your hand on your tassel and move it from the right side to the left side. By the rights vested in me by the Westbury Board of Education, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Bloom, New York State Education, as your principal, I proclaim you to be graduates of the Westbury High School, Class 2021. I would like to thank my Westbury family, the Westbury community, the parents and extended families, the PTSA, the Board of Education, Central Office, and our interim superintendent, my fellow principals, assistant principals, directors, administrators, and the faculty and staff of the Westbury High School. To the class of 2021, make your mark. May you always be blessed. Don't let anything stand in your way. And never forget where you came from. You are dragons. And dragons breathe fire. Congratulations, class 2001. You are now officially alumni. At this time, I ask to be seated. When you start to hear the music, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to exit one row at a time. First row is going to go right down the track out, and we're going to go one at a time. I'd like to thank Mr. Rubenstein, the band, for an outstanding day. Thank you so much. Mr. Rubenstein, let's lead our alumni out. Congratulations. Row one. Go down there. Row two, please stand. Row two, please follow row one. Row three, please stand. As row two finalizes, you will follow them right out. Once again, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful day, a beautiful group of people. Row three, please follow row two at this time. Row four, please stand. As row three finishes, you will proceed in the lane. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a great and safe summer and be well. Row four, please follow row three. Row five, please stand. Row five, please stand. You will follow row four as soon as they're done. Row five, please begin to follow row four. Congratulations. Row six, please stand. Row six, please follow row five. Row seven, please stand.
Row 7, please follow row 6. Thank you. Row 8, please stand. And those in row 9, please stand. Row 8 and 9, you could please follow at this time. Thank you so much for your cooperation. And again, congratulations to the class of 2021.